Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in again. Now previously on the channel here, we started a series whereby we're going to compare the Google Home and our Amazon Echo series. So we're going to continue that series here today, but what we're going to talk about is really, I think, one of the critical components of these two devices, and that's just simply asking a question and getting an answer from the device. So we're talking about the functionality of going out to the web and providing you back an answer that makes sense and is relevant to what you've asked. So let's get going comparing these two devices. All right, let's get started. We're going to compare these two devices in all these different areas or basically question asking areas here. So we're going to just ask for some basic information. We're going to do a lookup, some trivia, local information, and then we'll get a little more specific with food and science here. So let's get right into a couple of demos on just some basic information. Hey Google, when is sunrise today?
The sun will rise at 7:03 a.m.
Alexa, when is sunrise today?
Sunrise is at 7:01 a.m.
Hey Google, how many cups in a liter?
1 liter equals 4.227 U.S. customary cups.
Hey Google, how many metric cups in a liter?
4.00 cup. Here's a summary from the website traditionelevin.com. The answer is the change of 1L unit for a volume.
Alexa, how many metric cups in a liter?
1 liter equals 4 cups.
Okay, so what we found there, both of them could answer some pretty basic questions. I think it was interesting that I had to clarify with the Google Home which type of cup I was picking. And the reason I did have to say metric cup was actually because it's in the English US language. So it kind of defaults to what the measurement method is there. So now let's move on to looking up some information here with both of these devices. Hey Google, what does terrarium mean?
Terrarium, a vivarium for smaller land animals, especially reptiles, amphibians, or terrestrial invertebrates, typically in the form of a glass-fronted case.
Alexa, what does terrarium mean?
Terrarium is usually defined as a vivarium in which selected living plants are kept and observed.
Hey Google, what's airport in Italian?
Aeroporto.
Alexa, what's airport in Italian?
Airport in Italian is aeroporto.
I thought it was pretty interesting that both of our devices here picked up basically the same definition for terrarium, but then the difference between the lookup for how to say something in a different language was kind of interesting there. I would give kind of style points to Google Home there. So let's move on to trivia here, and I think trivia is what a lot of people will be asking their Google Home or Amazon Echo. Hey Google, what's the capital of Canada?
Ottawa is the capital of Canada.
Alexa, what's the capital of Canada?
Canada's capital city is Ottawa.
So there you go. That's pretty simple stuff. Now, really, you could use a lot of the questions from before as trivia questions. I have yet to really trip up either of these devices at this point. Each of them has their own nuances to how they answer, but both of them, I would say, are giving pretty successful responses. So let's move on to local information here. This is really important when you're leaving your home or as you think about these devices getting into your vehicle. Hey Google, I'm hungry.
I found a few places within 18.9 kilometers. The first one is Castellan Sausage.
Hey Google, find me a pizza place.
I found a few places. The first one is Nitz's Pizza at 10 Ridgemont Way.
Alexa, find me a pizza place.
Here are a few popular ones. Country Boys Restaurant, H21
Okay, now I'm giving both of these a check mark here for local information, and what I'll say is that the Amazon Echo was a little off here at times. When I asked for pizza from the Amazon Echo, it went and it named a couple of places, but one of those places really isn't a pizza place. The accuracy from the Echo I saw fall off a little bit here, but in general, as I asked for coffee, as I asked for different places, it was accurate. So let's move on to food here. And this is again where things get a little more interesting. Hey Google, how much vitamin C is in an orange?
There are 51.1 milligrams of vitamin C in one small orange.
Alexa, how much vitamin C is in an orange?
59.1 milligrams per 100 grams.
Hey Google, how do I make apple pie?
Okay, I've got a recipe called apple pie from Food Network. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Great, let's get started. Would you like to prepare the ingredients or skip to the instructions?
Alexa, how do I make apple pie?
Sorry, I don't know that.
Alexa, recipe for apple pie.
Sorry, I don't know that.
So it's pretty clear here, the Echo just wasn't able to produce recipes. And I don't know if you noticed there, but there was a nuance, and this is really just a preference for you. The Google Home kind of stated the calories of an orange per small orange, didn't really say the size or the weight, whereas the Echo was very, very specific in its measurement of calories per 100 grams of an orange. So a little bit of difference of response there. That's really just a preference. I don't know whether it matters to me really, but in the end, it couldn't give us the recipes, and the Google Home literally walks you through recipes, how to prepare things. It's a pretty impressive feature actually. So let's move on to the science side of things. This is an interesting demo for me. These are the kinds of questions that I see kids asking a lot as they get used to these devices. Hey Google, what is the heaviest element?
Uranium. On the website Quora.com, they say, the heaviest naturally occurring element is uranium.
Alexa, what's the heaviest element?
The heaviest periodic element is oganesson.
Hey Google, how far away is the sun?
The sun is 149.6 million kilometers from Earth.
Alexa, how far is the sun?
The sun's distance is 93 million miles, 150 million kilometers.
Hey Google, what's 13 factorial?
13 factorial is 6,227,020,800.
Alexa, what's 13 factorial?
13's factorial is 6,227,020,800.
Okay, so that's pretty clear to me. Both of those devices are nailing those responses. You saw the difference in measurement there between the Echo and the Google Home in terms of miles and kilometers to the moon. That's just based on locale. I actually switched my Google Home to English Canada during the test just to see if that would switch for me. So it gave me the metric measurement when I was in Canada, which is appropriate, and the imperial measurement when I was using English United States as my language. Either way, both of these devices really nailing the science component. Now, what I will say is, if you were to take a really pure standpoint here from that periodic table question that I asked, the Amazon Echo was the more correct one. Google Home did clarify where it pulled the source, and it did clarify that it was the heaviest naturally occurring element. So, both were right, but I would say in the end, the Echo was actually closer to the actual question that I asked. So now we're going to award the winner here. In this case, it's the Google Home, and I think that's really powered by the fact that they have all the Google search capabilities. All right, so moving on now to the nuance side of things here. What I'll say is that test results in general do show that the Google Assistant is a little bit better than Alexa here. The Google Assistant tends to be more accurate. Now, on that note, you have to be a little more specific with the Google Home and the Google Assistant. Sometimes losing that specificity can mean that you don't get the result you want. For example, here in this video, when I asked how many cups in a liter, I ended up with a different number than I would have expected, so I had to say how many metric cups in a liter. Now, on the flip side, the Amazon Echo, just based on the fact that they have less capability of searching, they are not able to answer as many questions or don't always get it right. And you'll find that in some of our other comparison videos. The Echo will go literally off the deep end and you don't even know what it's talking about. In the food side of things here, the recipe capability from Google Home is something to talk about, and I will say the Echo is missing a bit on the food side. So overall, Google Home is winning this battle here hands down in my opinion. They're just that much better at answering questions.